Hello, and welcome to the daily political and societal live stream, tarot and astrology live stream here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year. Every weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday, I am here. And as of the day after Christmas, other than 2 emergencies, I will have been here every single day for 5 years. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on. I don't do personal readings, but anything going on, just let's have a look at it. So we have got a fantastic community. There's no way I would have done this for 5 years without you being so wonderful. Thank you. And we have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so all the regular live streams are timestamped. Or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed or whatever works for you. I would love to say that we just have a jolly episode today, but the reality is we're reading on some pretty icky people today. So you had questions. We're going to look at it. And thank you, Carolyn. Gifted 5 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. So, okay. So we need to come up with some way because we're gonna stay calm. We're gonna make it through this. There's not going to be any of this, I've given up hope, go on without me. It's like, no, we're dragging you with us. Nope, come on. We're going to get through this. And there's all kinds of change and whatnot in the future, but you're not alone. Okay. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you. There was a question up here. I just saw Warrior Witch. Hey, hello. Asked, did we read on the murder, the CEO murder? No. I don't know that there's much to read on. If they can't find this guy, really, they have images. They know where he got the pew pew. They know where he got and the amount of reward that they're offering for information for what he did is really low. 10 grand. Actually, we may as well. What is it? 3 minutes in? We'll just have a quick look. So they already know a lot about this guy, and 10 grand. And the Visualize 70 says there was a strange weapon he used. Yeah. And what's really just, there are various mind-blowing things about this, but one of them is, I didn't see it, but I heard that the police talking about what happened, that there was kind of an edge of almost like, okay, he's awful, we're gonna get him, but boy, he's good. Oh, his form was perfect. Oh, did you see what he did? And then it jammed and he cleared it, and like they were talking like he was, and kind of talking like he's a professional, which is another theory that's going on around, although I doubt it. It seems more personal. And he carved words on the little metal things that go at high speed. I have to be careful on YouTube. What you're gonna have to remind me what it was. Deny. Is it decline to pose? Deny something to pose, which is there's actually a book written with that as the title, because it's about how the insurance companies in the US are supposed to deny people's claims, leave people in the lurch in order to save money. And depose. Thank you, Coral. Deny. Depose? Yeah. Wow. You carved or engraved 3 words on a metal, on the metal. Thank you, Summerland Girl. Deny, decline, depose. Thank you. That was it. Mel as well. Thank you. Oh, the words are different from the book title, Marilyn Pope says. Okay. Thank you. So, jeez. Here's the thing, though. The pictures they have, I don't know if it's the same person. The ones where you can see his face. I don't know if that's the same person as the one where his face is entirely covered, because the jackets look a little different. Unless there are details here I am unaware of, which happens. But I did see on social media last night a whole lot of people pointing out 2 things. One, some people just saying, if I saw him, I wouldn't say anything. It's like, oh, okay, it's kind of dark. But there were other people who, this I totally have to agree with my Cancer moon, protective and what have you, which is they're offering 10 grand for information to catch this guy. 10 grand. And you're saying there's a possibility he's a smashing. And you think 10 grand is enough to drop a dime on a potential smashing? No. Thank you, Debsy. So, and then the other thing is the pictures they're showing of a man's face. There are 2 of them. There are the 2 where they're showing his face, and there's one where his face is all covered, and all the jackets are different. But the one guy who's smiling is gorgeous, which is not good, because some other people on social media were saying, it's just a matter of time until we get some kind of romance novel with a Robin Hood smashing. And I'm thinking it's already being written. Guaranteed. It's like, oh, and in 2 months or 3 months. I'm like, it won't take that long. Guaranteed. I know a little bit about the romance novel industry. It's somebody just finished. Anyway. Whee. TJ's very handsome. Yeah. Because I don't think that's the smashing. Yeah, and the coats are different. So it's either different, they're thinking maybe he was casing the joint. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but I just know that those pictures where they're showing someone's face, that might not be him. So, Pluto and Aquarius. It's personal. But this is very much the thing about Aquarius, is that the reason you get revolutions and potential violence, is because Aquarius is one of the fixed signs. And people kind of get fixed in their thinking, and they don't want to communicate, they don't want to find common ground. And so you end up with problems. And it's also about the collective. And anybody who, that's why I'm thinking about dimwit elect who, the idea that we're going to get to the other end of Pluto and Aquarius and end up with less democracy. No, just no. You can't get there from here. And there will be a huge, over this next 18 and a half years, there is going to be this huge push for what helps the collective, what helps people, the people. This is not a time of CEOs. All this kind of CEOs, there are aristocracies, what they are. And then they leave their fortunes to their children, who are then super rich, and you get these monopolies. There are aristocracy. That's Capricorn. Hierarchy, status. Aquarius is a reaction to that. So this is where you start getting people doing things for, I mean, it might be personal. Something happened personally to this to the smashing, but he's being, there's some people calling him a Robin Hood. Robin Hood didn't people. Yeah. And the PR nightmare. Literally walking across the crime scene. They didn't cancel the meeting. Yeah. So that's why I've got the Emperor here for the card for the reading. This is your Capricorn, the Emperor, the status, the highest status. It's all about the money and the institution. Oh, Brenda gave 5 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. TJ says a lot of people have been hurt by those companies. Yeah. This institution is all about the money. And the far right, they want to get rid of the ACA. They want to get rid of, for all their talk about, oh no, we would never get rid of pre-existing conditions. You're being denied for having a pre-existing. No, absolutely no way. Go ahead and do it. Anyone who thinks that, you're, oh god, my sweet summer child. No. And right here, you have people being fed up with it. You have feelings here. Oh, Teresa, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. So, are they going to catch the smashing? Yeah, Carol. And I have a bridge I can sell you. Yes. Are they going to find the smashing? He's got a lot more goodwill going toward him than you would think. They'll catch him. He's going to prison. Violence is not the answer. It's not. Doesn't mean we have to sit back and put up with whatever. But Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., etc. They knew what they were talking about. So, and yeah, whatever. That's the thing about Pluto. It kicks up all of this gunk, all of these places that makes our society weak, sick, awful, makes it hard for the collective. It's just plowing through Aquarius now. Pluto's plowing through Aquarius, knocking everything up for us to deal with that doesn't have deep roots. If there's something there it's strong enough to be like an oak tree with deep roots, it's fine. Pluto doesn't knock down everything, but it knocks down a whole lot. So, and just razes it to the ground. So, I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a last hurrah of these CEOs and ickiness and authoritarian wannabes and all of this, because they don't quite yet realize that the writing's on the wall. And frankly, I would not go into this time period being like, oh, well, look at my mansion and I'm so great and all. What's wrong with you? First of all, it's just tacky, selfish. But yes, I have so many people working for me, and they need public benefits, but I made $1 billion in profits last year. Oh, you are in the wrong era. That is not going to end well for you at all. So, okay. Sheesh. And then he says, so you're saying Pluto is doing a cleaning haul so we may start fresh again and do better. Well, yeah, bringing all this gunk up that we can deal with and we can cart away. And then, so the field can be, they can put seeds and grow good stuff. So. Oh, Bratu says even the pulls on the hoods matched in lengths. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying they're saints. But I'm not saying that people who've used nonviolence are saints. I'm just saying that's how you actually get lasting change. So. All right. Yes, Byrne, I think you've hit the nail on the head. Feels very Gilded Age and robber baron. And what did FDR do? Broke up monopolies. Which, you can go ahead and argue with me, but which basically led to a lot of the huge success that came in the 20th century in the United States, because a bunch of those monopolies had been broken up so that other companies could be formed and flourish. Anyway. All right. Okay, at 1920. All right. Okay, every one of these. I was talking to Sarah this morning, and bless her. And we were talking about these different people, and I was feeling a little frustrated and a little salty, a lot salty. And it was like every one of these questions that came up, I might have said something rude about every person in these questions. As in blankety blank name. So we're going to go through this, and we're going to go through them, but we're going to do it together, and that's the important thing. Okay. And also, please remember that this is right now, a lot of this stuff is just talk. A lot of this really extreme stuff, they do not have, there's like, we have a mandate. No, you have a mandate if you can overcome a filibuster, and you can't. And it's, you currently have control by a seat, maybe two. No, this is real extreme stuff they want to do. So anyway, they'll get some icky stuff done, but not what they're, not this, no. Yes, that is a very good point, Warrior Witch. Pluto in Aquarius might be problems with AI and technology. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the rise of AI. It's going to be massive. Massive. Anyway. All right, let's do this. So, blankety blank Russell Vought. Any idea who Russell Vought is? I didn't know until today. Russell Vought is the architect of Project 2025. Russell Vought has been tapped by Dumpy to head the Office of Management and Budget. The office holds unbelievable power because it's about controlling the purse strings for the whole government. Yes and no. You can't take all the power away from Congress, but yeah, it could probably make some difference. Vought argues that the law or separation of powers should not constrain him and the president because this is a, quote, post-constitutional moment, unquote. Get stuffed. A post-constitutional moment. Sit down. Take several seats. He has an elaborate and nonsensical rationale blaming the left for this development, but what matters most is his conclusion that the right is now entitled to blow past legal constraints and enact their will however possible. At the center of this scheme is an effort to replace the existing federal bureaucracy with, quote, an army of people who have a biblical worldview, unquote, and a willingness to, quote, lead with reckless abandon, unquote. An army of people who have a biblical worldview? Dude, you don't have a biblical worldview. You don't. But I'm serious. If there are big energies moving with these outer planets. So a lot of our, best laid plans of people, a little shaky at the moment. But if things keep going the way they're going, I'm gonna have to go get a Bible, and every day I'm going to read out one line that's in red in the New Testament. Jesus's actual words. And then these jerks can say how what they're doing is Christian and biblical. No, it's not. Blankety blanks. All right. Russell Vought. A post-constitutional moment. Get stuffed. He is a weasel. A really nasty weasel. Yes, Bratu, if Jesus came to the US, they would deport him. Yep. Oh, they have plans. They have minor arcana plans. They do not have the power that they're pretending they do. They're also trying to exhaust us. That's the point. Get us all worked up, but we can't do anything. And because the fact is right now, they can't do anything. We're going to walk away from democracy. This is what we're going to do. Really? Because I've got a big old major arcana temperance and a knight of cups. So whatever little wussy, cruel, selfish, awful gunk you're trying to pull, yeah. I've got a major arcana card and a, what's the word? Court card against this wussy garbage. Temperance, Knight of Cups. Cups are Democrats. Yeah, get stuffed. Anyway, so 2615, blankety blank Trump. I'm telling you, every one of these. Yesterday, Dumpy announced a sweeping plan to change elections in the US. Oh, please tell me about state rights. Go ahead. All right. What's your plan? Just enlighten us. Okay. Yesterday, Dumpy announced a sweeping plan to change elections in the US. All paper ballots, no mail-in or absentee voting, no early voting, and citizenship papers along with voter ID as a requirement. Citizenship papers? Really? Huh. I'm not, papers please, I'm not certain we have. If people who are born here, we don't really have a citizenship paper because that's separate. I think, well, your birth certificate, but apparently no, this is along with voter ID. And as of May, is it May next year? March or May? I think it's May next year. You can't get on a domestic flight without either a passport or real ID. All I have is a driver's license. So I'm not, as of next May or whenever it is, I'm not going to be able to fly anywhere. Not that I go anywhere, but I won't be able to fly anywhere until I do something about that. But also citizenship papers. Okay. Sharon Rice says, well, they just insulted the military stationed overseas again. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we have two questions here. One is, will they be able to make these sweeping reforms considering states' rights? So, Pamela says, wait, isn't a driver's license an ID? Well, no, it's not a real ID, though. You have to go in person. You've got to bring your birth certificate and all this. I had a real ID in Wisconsin, but then I came here to Illinois, and they were like, nope, you'd have to bring all that stuff back. So it's going to be able to make these sweeping changes in how we vote. Yeah, visualize 70. Where are your papers? Arrest them. Yeah. Might I highly recommend an old Leslie Howard movie called Pimpernel Smith. Some great lines in it. It's like a modern retelling of Scarlet Pimpernel, but it's set in the 30s. Anyway, what is this? Of course, they're constantly threatening to put people in prison, put people in jail. Three of Swords, pathetic Page of Pentacles, a lot of talking. Wah, rah, 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 rah. Magician. All right, that's Major Arcana. Queen of Pentacles. Oh yeah, you'll be able to make big changes in red states. Yes, good point, Sue Collins. Are the MAGA folks going to show their papers? Considering they love the government so much. Amy Jones says, is a passport a real ID? It's a passport or real ID is its own thing. It looks like a driver's license, but it's got special doodads on it and what have you. And in order to get it, you've got to go in and bring your birth certificates and your birth certificate and just all of this information. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Tamara. The passport is the original real ID. Yeah. Thank you, Shana. Shayna. I think. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Yeah, it's called real ID. That's what I mean. It's a capital R, real ID. It's not just me saying a real ID. No, it's a capital R. It's a thing. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. Betty Cantrell says, I did not have to do all that to get my real ID. Really? That's amazing. Good for you. Okay. Well, oh, they want to pass judgment. They want to scare people, but this also foolish, bullying, and a lot of this is hot air. This is saying a lot of this is hot air. This is a wish list. Carrie, I'm afraid I don't know what that means. This is a wish list. Yes, Bratu. Basically, they're fear-mongering. Oh, God. Shauna is the pronunciation. Thank you. Shauna, thank you. Lisa says, that's why I haven't gotten a real ID. It costs a fortune. Oh, it's expensive. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So 3245 on their wish list. Make it 3250. Citizenship papers, Dumpy. Is that something separate? Is a citizenship papers really? That's separate? That's because it's also that would cost if they want to create some additional form of thing, it's going to cost a fortune. Oh, crash and burn. No. They're going to. They're like, yes, we'll use the institutions of the government, and they're if they're actually going to try to do some kind of citizenship, yeah, that's a bunch of malarkey. Talking about all of everything they're going to do, they're trying to scare people. Because the emperor, the authoritarian, the victory to do yeah, get stuffed. Boom, tower card. Yeah, nice try. Sit down. So, yeah. Okay. Nettie says, I just paid $84 to get my real ID. Needed a birth certificate, voter ID, and my electrical showing my address. Hello, Sonny. Lois says, I love the word malarkey. Well, I have to keep things clean around here. It's a daytime show. All right, at 35 minutes in, Chris Cool had a question. And this one is about blankety blank Leon Muskie. So Chris Cole was asking, there are rumors that Leon is going bankrupt in the near future. Should that happen, to whom will his hundreds of billions of dollars be spirited away? To those he owes naturally. More specifically, does he owe we the people, aka US taxpayers? Will we get any of our money back? No. But, oh, Anna said it's $70 in Nebraska. Jeez. Man. Betty can't trust us. That'd stop all poor 45 supporters from voting. Mm-hmm. So, but we can ask about Leon Muskie. Is he going to? He's so awful. Is hubris? Hubris is a something you did not want to do in the ancient world. You did not want to be guilty of in the ancient world, because hubris was believing you were more important and more powerful than the gods. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. So there was specifically nemesis who would be sent to all of those who were guilty of hubris. If there's anybody on the face of this earth right now who deserves nemesis. Anyway. Yeah, he's just jumping around. He's well, we know he was born in South Africa and his family was stupidly rich and hugely benefited from apartheid. But yeah, he came here and now he had some success, but then now he's sucking up to Dumpy. That is not. This is a day late and a dollar short, and this is Democrats partnering. So that doesn't look great for him. Pale Bright says, absolutely do not change your name. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I have to have my multiple papers that explain my name from when I was born to now. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Oh, he's sitting pretty at the moment. But look, I'm not saying the guy's ever going to be poor. But this is bullying, and Trump is not going to like that. We know he's going to have a falling out with Trump. We know that. It's a given. Musk has more money than Trump. Musk is full of himself. Neither of these men can read a room. They are entirely self-focused. Entirely. Yeah, and I'm here for it. So. Miss Gibson says, it's okay. I'm okay with it. I like staying home, actually. I don't go anywhere. I work every single day. So, all right. Chris Cole says, good. Thank you. All right. Yeah, Sue Collins, exactly. Okay. At 39:40. All right. So blankety blank Ron DeSantis. Every one of them today. There's talk on whether DeSantis would survive being subordinate to Trump should he get control of the Pentagon. How would that go? Thank you, Clarence. So, General Pudding Cups in his military go-go boots. None of these cards are good. We know DeSantis is always trying to knock down decency, and whatever decency he might even vaguely overlook. Lady Macbeth, his wife, would make sure it's knocked down. Not listening to decency, but Major Arcana, High Priestess. Waiting for his ship to come in because he's about to be termed out. He can't be governor of Florida again. So he might be thinking, oh, well, maybe. But then I've got chaos and out in the cold. This actually feels like this is hidden stuff. The stuff that's going on is hidden right now. But these cards for DeSantis, not good. Weak sauce. What's up with the High Priestess? Victory. Legal swords in the back, metaphorical swords in the back, and then Trump is a man, not the emperor. And having person in red having to walk away. All right, I don't specifically want to read on any of this until I see some actual movement. I want to read on, will this succeed? Not at this point, what looks like it might be pie in the sky. Somebody's going to swoop in, or some people are going to swoop in with some information and just reverse the entire election and all of that. I'm serious. It's one thing to read on the collective energy, but right now, Pluto just changed signs, and literally a few weeks ago, and that is massive energy. That takes our collective energy, and it's just this massive energy current that comes through. And I'm like, okay. Pluto's in control right now in many respects. I mean, we have control over ourselves, what we do. That's why I keep telling you, be sensible, take care of yourself, sleep, drink water, eat a vegetable, see if you can find a piece of fruit every day. Work on your budget, be sensible, save your energy, and keep yourself healthy as possible. Because there will come a point at which this big current we'll kind of get used to it, we'll adjust, and then the collective energy can start not dominating, but promoting itself, pushing its that's what I'm looking for. It can start having more of an effect. So Carol says, I had butternut squash for lunch today. Oh, good for you. Anna, yes, hug a kitty or two. Absolutely. All right. 4530. Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe testified that an autonomous robot was being used to protect President-elect Dumpy. Rowe said his agency had worked with the Department of Homeland Security's Science and Technology Directorate to utilize the new capabilities. Quote, what I'm trying to do is put the secret back in the Secret Service, but there's been media coverage of this, so I'll talk about it, Rowe said. Right now at Mar-a-Lago, we've started using a sensor array an autonomous robot that's out there walking the seawall right now. Will this technology be kept secure so it can't be overridden? Autonomous, armed robot. That's what it said. I'm like, they wouldn't put an autonomous robot that's armed out there. It's got to be like a camera or something. But apparently, Amy Albert gifted 5 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Yeah, friends with monsters. The robots will not replace us. Yeah. Barry says, beg your pardon, say what now? Melberson says RoboCop is here. Oh, yeah, but RoboCop was human. Alma is asking, what could go wrong? Yeah. Yeah. Is it Shona? Or? So I hope they read their Asimov. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, some people are going to get really rich. Really rich. Yeah, the big expensive nights. Cards are saying they could do some damage, or it could do some damage. Definitely some people. Well, we're moving forward with robotics as well. Working on it. There are some limitations, but there's people going to get super rich. Super rich. At least I'm not getting the thing turning around and popping somebody in the tuchus, which would be bad. I said, since he told us where it is, let's go on a field trip and go find it. Yeah, really. Brad too says the Daleks. Doctor Who reference for the win. Oh yeah, working. I got some of the same cards. But then, what have I got that? What have I got? Cups. Happy cups. Those 2 cards, those are very happy cups. She's usually Democrats. Very happy. Okay. Ugh. All right. 48:30. I want to make sure I get to this question. 48:45. Blankety blank Traitor Carlson. Come on down. Or don't. Please don't. The Daily Beast is reporting that Traitor Carlson is working as a go-between between Putin and Dumpy, allowing them to keep secret conversations off the record. That's a double thing. That's off the record. Secret conversations on the record? Okay. Anyway, will Traitor Carlson will the people finally turn against Traitor Carlson? Hal Sparks was covering, was it last night before? Traitor Carlson is in Russia, or was in Russia again, saying good things about Russia. He should stay. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Dill. Hope he stays in Russia. Yes. Oh, okay. I just got this weird pain right here on my head. Methinks that Traitor Carlson talk about a useful idiot. He does not realize who he's dealing with. I'm serious. I honestly hope you don't. I seriously, because I don't want violence. I really don't. So I will say this. Tucker Carlson, I know you're not going to hear this, and I know you wouldn't listen, but I will say it anyway. You do not know who you're dealing with. Do not make that man mad. And yeah, Putin's giving him next to nothing. There's a war on. I'll skip the middle card for a moment. He's working. He's trying to stir things up, but this is pretty weak because right in the middle, we have a strength card, and that's the rest of us. That's Ukraine. That's the rest of us. Yeah. That's the other thing about Traitor Carlson. Nobody's listening. Seriously. Nobody's listening. I mean, unless you tell me that Fox News has started showing his stuff again, nobody's listening. Hello, Night Moon Glow. So what's going to happen to Traitor Carlson? Oof. Carol says his laugh and high-pitched giggle can shatter glass. Oh, yeah. Oof. Okay. He's a foreign correspondent. Thinks he can get big money. Make Putin happy. Lover's card, star card. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should stay there. Yeah, go ahead. Stay. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, you should stay there. I mean, we don't want to hear a word out of your traitorous mouth, but you should stay in Russia. You should stay. Oh, not include that song. What are words for when no one listens anymore? It's no use talking at all. Missing Persons. I love them. I love their song Give. Wow. He's so far out of reality. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Yeah, let's just close that door. Goodbye. Anyway, there are 2 questions left. I'll roll over to tomorrow. But thank you so much for being here. Huh, that was tough. We had some nasty questions because they are just... They're just making a whole lot of noise. And it's all ickiness and delusional. They don't have... Even if things continued from here through Inauguration Day and beyond, if the path does not change, they do not have the power to do the tiniest fraction of this garbage. They don't. So hang in there. Oh, we love Dale. We love Dale. She's awesome. All right. It is 12:58 here in Chicago. And 2 hours I'll be over on the... No, yes, 2 hours I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. We focus on our projects and then encourage each other. That's kind of all there is to it. But we're showing up every day and doing the work. Other than that, tomorrow at 11:30 Chicago time, I will be on the Stay Calm, Breathing and Positive Energy channel. And then at noon, I will be right back here with you. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for being here. You are not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. All right. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.